Nice to meet y'all. My name is Harsha. I am in my fourth year at Georgia Tech doing a bachelor's in electrical engineering, but outside of that, I am the founder and CEO of Metaversity. So what Metaversity is real quick and why you should care to even listen to me. So what we're doing is we're building a alternate university where people can learn skills about learning things about emerging technologies such as how to build on blockchains, how to use AI, how to build a business, the things that you don't really learn in school. And we're doing this in a fun way with celebrity course instructors, professors from various universities, and so on. And yeah, but here's what you came to listen to. So just starting off. Sorry about that. So just starting off, education is old. If you look at the left, you see the phone. Obviously, that is not what we use today. It fits in your pocket. It's super mobile, compact, and it works very well, right? Now we look at the computer. It used to fill up this entire room, but now you can fit it in your book bag, and it's extremely amazing. But if you look at the classroom, it's almost about the same other than having a digital whiteboard that you can draw on, right? So there has to be a change, and that change, I think, comes from the use of these emerging technologies. So I want to talk about three main things, and first one is if you want to educate, the most important thing is access. You can teach anyone about anything, right? But why should they actually care? The main thing that you need to worry about is access. And I put preferably tradable access, right? And what I mean by that is the use of NFTs. By utilizing NFTs as an access pass to your platform, not only are you creating an on-chain asset that's verifiable and validatable, you're allowing this to be tradable. So someone can learn the content from your platform or your courses as long as you want, and then they can now sell it to someone, right? And if you don't call it an NFT and you call it an access pass, well, there you go. Web 2 is super interested in you. They're like, holy shit, I can sell my access to this. So it's a pretty incredible thing that we all know about, but when you introduce that to the masses in Web 2, it starts to get super interesting. And I really want to talk about the access part, right? Access is not just, having an NFT that's easy to use and whatever, but it's also providing that UI. You want to make it as easy as possible for people to get into your education, right? And you don't want to just make them create a whole entire MetaMask, learn how to go to Coinbase, get money, switch it into their MetaMask, and then buy an NFT, right? So you really want to work on that Web 2.5 aspect where you are making it as easy as possible for people to access your education. So the second thing, who gives a fuck to learn from you, right? Incentive is key, and I'm probably gonna spend the most amount of time on this, right? So incentive, there's, I guess the third emoji is gone, but there are four main things that I like to talk about. So the first one is money. Everyone loves money, right? And using Web 2 or Web 3 infrastructure like blockchain, you can create different types of incentives that are actually monetary. You can embed this into your platform by doing certain things like airdrops or tokens for completing courses or moving along the way. So this is a really big key way to get people to learn and also continue to learn. Because a majority of people actually end up only finishing around 13% of online courses. And in order to make that number go up significantly, you need incentive, right? People will buy your course, people will learn from you, but why do they care to actually stay? And why do they care to actually get something out of it, right? You want to both incentivize them throughout the process and after. It's like, okay, I've learned from you, I've gotten your education, but what's next, right? That's the key thing that you need to figure out when you are actually trying to educate people and learn yourself, right? I put a hat here because merch, right? If you're building a brand and you're trying to educate, you can actually use the education as an advertising factor. So a little into my background, I'm in college, I have my startup, but my background before that is actually as a marketing agency. So I have a organic short form content marketing agency where I've helped several creators, businesses, brands, use TikTok, Instagram to organically build businesses. So I think about everything in this light, and it's like, if you are building a platform or you're building a software or tool or hardware, how do you get people to actually care about what you're building? You need to educate them, right? We're actually starting a partnership with Metaversity and a hardware wallet. And something cool we're doing is we're creating a course on our platform on how to use a hardware wallet. And in turn, not only are we educating people about this, but we're also providing an advertising platform for these people. And we're skipping like 3 to 4 steps of the funnel along the way, right? So incentive is 100% key. Why should people care to learn from you? And what are you going to do because they're learning for you, right? As a thank you, like thank you for using my online education and thank you for learning from me and trusting me, right? So those are just a couple things I have. The last one I have is tools, right? Tools are super important. You don't want to just throw education at people and expect them to understand everything, right? So something cool that we're doing with Metaversity is we actually have a AI helper. So as soon as you get into our platform, you can actually set up any goals that you want, talk to this AI mentor assistant, and it'll help you along the way while you're going through your courses. You can ask it practically anything you want, and I mean, you may have assumed, but it's a GPT derivative. So having tools like this along the way not only helps you with retaining your audience that is learning from you, but you're also increasing the amount of people that will stay on your platform and add additional value. And credentials, this is my favorite part. PDFs are boring and easy to forge. If you go to Udemy, Coursera, you finish a course, good job, here's your email PDF. I could forge that in seconds. I'm not saying I will, but it's pretty easy to. So on-chain credentials are key. I'm running out of time, so I like to say soulbound tokens, that's the future. Use it. It's extremely validated, it's extremely verifiable, and I think that's how the future is going to work, even with diplomas or anything else. And yeah, thank you for listening to me. I hope you got any value from this, and I'd love to connect with you all after.
Let's get a round of applause for our speaker. That was excellent, Harsha.